spread the word, that is for sure. Here's Nesta to continue. It's a bit of a full one, made even fuller by the fact that Latin danced down the pitch, slapped it away through mid-wicket, and picks up the first boundary of this match here in Gibraltar. Oh, well, that one's got a big leading edge. It's up in the air. Richard Cunningham's coming around. Is he going to hold on to it? No, unfortunately, it was swirling. It was burling. And unfortunately for Richard Cunningham, well, the face says it all, really, as he desperately seeks to hide that ball in the cloth. This one a bit slower, and he's bowled him. Yes, he's got through the gate. It was the one that went straighter, and that's a really nice piece of work by Andrew Reyes, picking up his third wicket for the evening, first for this match, and more importantly, getting rid of the extremely dangerous Ian Latin. We saw him use that to great effect, as that's a fuller one, just swatted over the bowler's head. You could, well, that was like a gunshot. As it. So Petrie now to continue. That's been hit in the air. Here comes Cunningham, and now he's let that one through the fingers, and it has. I think it dribbled across the rope for 4, but I've been wrong before. We'll have to check the replay there to see whether it went through his hands and then over the rope. Unfortunate for Richard Cunningham. He's got into a good position. Hands are in a really good spot, but then they just kind of become like crocodiles, like a crocodile mouth. But there you go. Well, that shows how much I know, because he has connected to that beautifully. Up, up, up and away, over the fence, 6 more runs. And you might be playing with fire, but maybe he's a bit of a pyromaniac, because that was beautifully picked up. As Advani, well, as Ataloya comes over and spanks that up, up, up and away, over the rope, 6 more runs, beautifully hit. And that is the way to ease the pressure valve. You can hear it going, tss, can do damage. It looks like he's all right, as Ataloya hits it straight up. Andrew Reyes, he's not going to drop that. Beautifully taken. What a tough chance that he snaffled. He got into position, read the ball, and made sure not to let it through the mitts. Another wicket falls, and that is a boon for the Pirates. We really need to start making inroads here, because we just know. And that one's been driven nicely along the ground. And through the gap, it's going to make it to the rope for 4. That is a great shot by Rick Hatchman on the leg side. As he's been bowled, Robin Petrie, a beautiful Yorker, gets it right through him under the toe of the bat, knocking the stumps over and getting rid of Advani. That is another danger man gone, and a beautiful piece of work by Robin Petrie, picking up a wicket. As that one's been pulled away, well, it gets a bit of an edge and runs behind the keeper. And they're going to, our teammates are calling for 2. Oh, they're going to go it as well, trusting the miss throw. Andrew Reyes is going to have a go. That's going to be more buzzers as they run through for the 3rd. Could we have another run-out chance here? No, well, so all that resulted in 3 runs. There's a big full toss, hit straight to Cameron Nessa. He's not going to get it though. You'd have to be Hercules to be able to jump as high as you need to grab that in, as it sails over his head for 6 more runs. Beautifully shot for the Greeks at the time, and that was here. So the Rocket Gibraltar became known as one of the pillars of Hercules, as with this last delivery they splay it down the offside. It's going to be a run-out chance, except for the fact that Andrew Reyes, unfortunately in his haste, could not quite direct the throw to the keeper. So they run through for 2 more and finish with 93 runs, losing 3 wickets along the way off their 10 overs. Rugby CC. That one is swept away by Kenro Nesta, and that one's going to beat the fielders. It runs across the boundary, 4 runs to the total. Yanito, I'm sure my pronunciation there is perfect, as that one's been swept away. It's going to make it to the boundary as well. 4 more runs to the total. And John West getting off the well, not off the mark, but getting going. As Dave Barley comes in to continue, and that one's been well swept, and that has gone over the in between the fielders. Johnny Matthews, the Australian, he's got an edge and he's picked up a wicket. Beautifully done, the West Australian localised Gibraltarian cricketer John Matthews picks up a wicket, beautifully bowled. That is the perfect line for T20 cricket, or T10 cricket, excuse me. So, just get some verification that those exist. That one's been beautifully cut through point and all the way to the boundary. Yep, don't know what the chances are. But has he bowled him? Yes, Zach Simpson. He's got one through the gate and he's managed to shiver the timbers of Andrew Ray's. Beautifully bowled, and isn't he up and about? The Energizer Bunny, the Duracell Bunny. Yeah, very nice piece of bowling there. It just cuts back in, and Andrew Ray is stuck on the crease. Not really sure whether to go back or forward. And there's all that length. It's really nice. Get involved on the YouTube chat. Come and let us know as we watch some entertaining cricket. Has this been struck high up in the air? There it is. A big 6 runs. Beautifully hit. Women's international between France and Germany a couple of years ago, and can't wait to see the action as that one has been absolutely splayed down the ground. And excuse us for the technical difficulties. Well, talk about technical difficulties. Dave Robeson doesn't have any as he picks up that ball that is. We've had technical difficulties. Don't worry, I wasn't talking. But Vinny Sandhu, well, that's been smacked. Well, talk about Vinny Sandhu. This is in honour of you. Maximo. Yes, that has been picked up and deposited over the square leg boundary. That brings the equation to 7 runs off 5. A 1,000-ton gun today. That's been deposited as well. So that is a 1 bounce over the rope. It is going to be, at the very least, the climax here. 3 runs off 4, as that's got the under edge, and it's going to beat the fielder. It's running down to the boundary. He's not going to make it. They've won. The Pirates have won. Yes, it's all over. They have resumed their position. They have resumed their position, second place on the standings, as they've managed to take an unlikely victory. What was looking very difficult, but a fantastic partnership there between John West and Dave Robeson has managed to bring them home. They've found the treasure chest and they are hoarding it because they absolutely deserved that